From dial-up jitters to billion-dollar showdowns, the three revolutions that rewired how the world watches, fights, and wins. North America sets the stage. From lab hacks to living room streams, 1995 to 2007 builds the rails for everything to come. Seattle's Real Networks steps forward, a scrappy pioneer betting the web can talk, sing, and soon move. Real Audio hits play. Compressed voices cross dial-up lines and prove immediacy can beat the wait. From Seattle, Yankees Mariners goes online. Grainy, yes, but it shouts that live is possible. Real Video adds motion to the melody. Early pixels stutter, but the future is visible. Cambridge's Akamai maps the internet's edges. Distance shrinks, delivery becomes strategy. Akamai's IPO makes CDNs a business, not a science project. Distribution is now the bottleneck and the prize. An edge server globe lights up. Caches chase audiences and buffering loses ground. Redmond moves in. Microsoft bakes streaming into Windows, putting a player on nearly every desk. Windows Media Player 6.4 pushes formats and scale. Ubiquity challenges the independents. One web, two incompatible worlds. Real versus Windows Media taxes viewers and publishers alike. Cupertino joins the race. Apple sharpens media muscles that will matter later. QuickTime 4 streams cleanly over the web. A polished experience hints at mainstream. Dallas's Broadcast.com rides early hype, aiming to put everything on air online. Sunnyvale's Yahoo buys it dear. Timing outruns pipes, and the dream deflates. Bubble prices pre-broadband realities. Too early, too expensive, but not wrong. San Jose's Adobe enters with reach, not just codecs. Distribution hides inside the browser. Flash Video standardizes the player. One plugin, fewer headaches, more video. San Bruno's YouTube opens the upload floodgates. Anyone can publish. Everyone watches. Me at the Zoo, 2005. A casual clip becomes the internet's proof of concept. Mountain View buys YouTube for $1.65 billion. Google supplies capital, servers, and patience. A Nike clip clears 1 million views. Viral finally means mass media. Broadband adoption leaps from 1% in 2000 to most homes by 2007. Capacity meets curiosity. Provo's Move Networks rethinks delivery. Streams should flex, not fail. The bitrate ladder appears. Quality rises and falls seamlessly as bandwidth breathes. A patent crowns ABR. Smooth shifts become table stakes for watchability. Redmond's smooth streaming spreads the idea. Adaptive becomes the default expectation. Cupertino's BHLS takes ABR over HTTP. Firewalls relax. Scale explodes. By 2007, HTTP wins. RTSP and RTMP recede as the web absorbs video. 2012 brings MPEG-. Interoperability trims costs and accelerates rollout. Akamai racks hum across continents. The edge turns global, and audiences follow. A glowing CDN globe. Latency falls, satisfaction rises. Los Gatos steps into view. Netflix is ready to shift from envelopes to electrons. WatchNow launches in 2007. A modest catalog, a massive signal. Physics solved, product ascends. Now it's about stories, price, and ease. Foundation set. Standards and pipes tame gatekeepers. CDNs convert CapEx to a service. Instant play resets expectations. On-demand revolution. The decade that unbundles TV and rewires habits begins. Netflix bundles streaming softly with DVDs. Behavior gets tested before the bets get big. The early web player is spare but instant. Waiting for discs suddenly feels archaic. About 1,000 titles at start. Licensing friction becomes Netflix's forcing function. Evenings reveal a shift. Netflix surges into peak US downstream traffic. Dallas Blockbuster still towers, aisles full, late fees lingering. Those blue aisles become stranded inventory. Foot traffic moves to bandwidth. A missed fork in Dallas. Passing on Netflix seals a slow-motion exit. Bankruptcy follows. The last store's lights dim as streaming glows brighter. Seattle's Amazon arrives through a different door. Logistics meets entertainment. Prime Video rides the Prime bundle. Shipping loyalty converts to viewing hours. House of Cards, 2013. Los Gatos greenlights Prestige and declares itself a studio. Originals become growth engine. Control the slate, control the churn. Orange is the New Black widens the tent. Diverse voices, durable binge. Full season drops concentrate conversation. Viewers race together, then evangelize. Memberships climb from millions to the hundreds of millions. Scale compounds advantage. Content obligations swell into tens of billions by 2019. Owning hits means owning risk. Personalization matures by 2016. Taste clusters guide you past paralysis. YouTube reaches the big screen in living rooms. AVOD cakes the couch. 1 billion hours watched daily. Time, the true currency, flows to San Bruno. By 2019, YouTube's reach passes 2 billion. Free and paid models coexist, not collide. A $10 SVOD beats an $80 cable bill. Households vote with wallets and remotes. Burbank pivots with conviction. Disney puts its brands in one app. Disney Plus launches in 2019. A family fortress with a fan base built in. The Mandalorian becomes the hook. A helmet turns signups into staying power. Apple steps in quietly powerful. Deep pockets, curated taste. The morning show signals ambition. Talent follows the platform, not the network. Madrid lights up on Netflix's map. Local hubs make global hits. Money Heist crosses borders in masks, not dubs. Subtitles become mainstream. Mumbai becomes a must-win. Price, phone, and language define the battle. Sacred Games grips India. Local authenticity beats imported gloss. New York's Warner Media assembles its vault. HBO's Prestige meets a broader shelf. HBO Max debuts with depth. From Dragons to DC, value piles up. Rockefeller Plaza bets on Peacock. Broadcast DNA translated to streams. Peacock blends free, paid, and library comfort food. A hybrid for a hybrid era. US SVOD households surge post-2019. Streaming becomes default, not alternative. Binge culture takes the sofa. Weekends compress seasons into hours. The disruption. SVOD undercuts cable pricing. Binge replaces schedules. Studios retool for direct audiences. Streaming wars begin. Consolidation at the top, fragmentation at the edges, and everyone spends. Los Angeles Hulu stands as the ad-savvy elder. Early DTC lessons matter now. Limited commercials prove durable. AVOD as a choice, not a compromise. 2020 turns up the heat. New launches, big losses, bigger budgets. Bristol's ESPN guards sports gravity. Live rights still move markets. Undles with ESPN Plus glue households. Sports anchors keep churn at bay. Early DTC losses are strategic. Own the customer or lose the decade. Seattle lands Thursday Night Football. A weekly habit machine migrates to Prime. About $1 billion a year for TNF. Pricey, but appointment viewing is priceless. YouTube secures NFL Sunday Ticket. Sunday becomes a subscription driver. $14 billion over 7 years reported. Rights are costly because rituals are sticky. Apple streams MLB Fridays. Consistency meets curation in Cupertino's playbook. A reported F1 deal signals endurance. Live rights define platform identity. Netflix adds an ads plan. Price elasticity meets inventory science. Password-sharing crackdowns turn freeloaders into revenue. Churn bends, cash rises. Los Angeles' Pluto TV resurrects channels. Free brings back lean back. The grid scrolls like cable, minus the bill. Fast is the new basic. Tubi's Los Angeles engine scales quietly. Free movies at broadcast reach. Tubi's catalog feels endless. Long tail, low cost, high time spent. San Jose's Roku controls inputs. Distribution becomes discovery. The Roku channel monetizes attention. Owning the home screen pays twice. Seattle's Freevee broadens Amazon's funnel. Ads fund reach. Reach feeds Prime. Freevee's home is familiar, frictionless, and free. Volume fills the value gap. Fast viewing nearly doubles in 2024. No pay TV returns over IP. Hulu's subs hold via bundling and ads. Steady beats splashy. Beijing's iQIYI shows regional scale. Local dramas wield local power. C-dramas anchor hours and habits. Cultural closeness converts better than dubs. Hong Kong's View rides K-drama waves across Southeast Asia. K-drama drops sync with social chatter. Fandoms do the marketing. Mumbai's Hotstar pairs Disney's IP with cricket's pull. Live cricket spikes concurrency and signups. In India, sport is strategy. Local language and rights drive retention. Produce where you sell. Price where they pay. Disney buys the rest of Hulu. One house, many rooms, tighter bundle. A proposed Netflix Warner Brothers tie-up tests regulators. Scale meets scrutiny. Mega apps assemble. SVOD, AVOD, fast and live under one roof. New equilibrium. Scale wins catalogs. Niches win hearts. SVOD plus AVOD plus fast, rebundle viewing. Mergers probe antitrust guardrails.